Today is finally the day that I can be happy to be a Falcons fan. Today is the day that I can finally be happy to be a Falcons fan because this guy is no longer the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. He was our defensive coach. We got a defensive coach to help our defense. And what has our defense been this year? Our offense has been the best part, and this past week our offense was pretty crap. Matt Ryan didn't even score any points in the second half. That's not usually Matt Ryan. That's not Matt Ryan right there. Matt Ryan is known as Matty Ice because he always is. He's good at fourth quarter comebacks. But we didn't make a comeback this week, and we lost against the Carolina Panthers, our first game against a division rival. And we still have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We still have the two best teams, the two better teams other than Carolina in that division, in Tampa Bay and New Orleans. And New Orleans just won yesterday against, I think it was the Los Angeles Chargers. But what does this mean now that Dan Quinn's fired? Not only is Dan Quinn fired, Thomas Dimitroff, our general manager, is also fired. What does this mean? The defensive coordinator, Raheem Morris, is now going to be the coach for I'm probably going to say the rest of the season because I really don't think the Falcons are going to look for a coach during the season. And when the season ends, we're going to look for a coach. There's going to be a lot of candidates. There's Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a defensive coordinator for San Francisco 49ers who can help our defensive backs basically because that's our biggest problem when it comes to the Falcons team. And then there's of course some of the college coaches. Lincoln Riley is a very good option because Lincoln Riley and Oklahoma haven't been doing this well in the past couple games. I think they're 2-1, and they most recently won last week against Texas in the big matchup. I'd probably call it derby due to me watching a lot of soccer. So I'd probably call it derby. But yeah, that was a big game for them. But those are three head coaches that are probably going to be looking at very good option for the Falcons job. And I honestly gotta say I wouldn't even mind having any of them as the head coach, because if we have an offensive guy, then our offense is just going to be even better. Now, and we're probably going to go offense in the draft, so that will be a probably good thing. But Eric Bieniemy, also Lincoln Riley, two of the best, I'd probably say, offensive guys. I mean, just look at the Kansas City offense and how good they did last year and how good they're doing right now, even though they did lose this past weekend against the Las Vegas Raiders. And they got the San Francisco defensive coordinator, who would probably be the best fit because, like I said, he would help with our secondary, which has been the problem for this whole season. But yeah, in terms of Dan Quinn being fired, whew, man, am I happy. I've been calling for this man to get fired from the beginning of the season. I've been calling for this man to be fired from the last season, and Arthur Blank has finally done it. Now, Arthur Blank did actually make a statement about Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff. So yeah, seeing that quote, it means Arthur Blank really had a lot of respect for these two. And I mean, the fact that he gave Dan Quinn basically a season after the Falcons went 1-7 last season, and he kept him in. Then at the end of the season, he didn't fire because he believed in them. Most of the players had said they had full faith in the coach, and that most of the play was their fault. You got to realize this. The Falcons have been saying, most of the Falcons players have been saying that it's their fault for most of the season when we've been losing every single game. We're 0-5. We are 0-5. It can't just be the players taking the blame. Someone has to take the full blame of this, and that full blame is going to go on to one person, and now he is fired, and that's Dan Quinn. Thomas Dimitroff, on the other hand. Thomas Dimitroff, what's the biggest problem? What's the biggest problem with Thomas Dimitroff? He never really went for any big moves out there in the free agency. And we kind of got ourselves into a situation with the cap because we got Matt Ryan and Julio Jones on very huge contracts. But I'm pretty sure if we were able to talk to both of them and discuss both of them, we could probably get them to come a little bit down on the money so we could have some cap room to help this team get better. Probably mostly in secondary. I feel like when it comes to the draft next year, secondary is going to be where we're going to go, whether it's cornerback or whether it's safety. Secondary is going to be where we're going. Linebacker will probably be up there too. and probably I actually think we're gonna add another quarterback, because a lot of people I've seen on social media have been calling for Matt Ryan to be dropped, and like for the Falcons to get a new quarterback. I even saw, I think it was on the Sports Bleacher app, that someone actually posted a GIF of like Trevor Lawrence saying yes, because they think the Falcons are gonna have the #1 pick. The Falcons are not gonna have the #1 pick. Just wanted to say that if the Falcons have the #1 pick, I'll eat my own shoe. So hopefully I don't have to eat my own shoe. But yeah, the Falcons are not gonna have the #1 pick, but we will end up selecting a quarterback in the draft. And I just want you guys to point out, I'm gonna show this picture on the screen. You guys remember that video? That could be actually a reality, because Kyle Trask and the Florida Gators have been playing really, really decent, even though they lost this past weekend against Texas A&M. Kyle Trask has been playing really good. Kyle Pitts has been playing real good. Hey, maybe we need another tight end to help out with Hayden Hurst, take the pressure off of Hayden Hurst, and we can get Kyle Pitts, and then we can get Kyle Trask in the second round. That'd be such a good thing to get 2 Florida boys. But I highly doubt we're gonna draft any more Florida players, considering that Dan Quinn is now gone from the team. But yeah, so what does this mean for the Falcons in the coming weeks? I mean, this is going to be a whole new changed team, because with Raheem Morris as the coach now, I really expect our defense to be playing a lot better, and I really expect this Falcons team to be like improving and getting back to where they were before I would say everything went to shit. But because right now we should be at least 2-3. I just want to say this: we should be at least 2-3. We should have lost against Seattle. We should have lost this week against Carolina, because our offense doesn't play well enough and our defense is crap. In terms of the teams that the Falcons lost, every one of the 5 teams since I can't remember the 5th team will be up here, so you guys can see all the teams that we have lost to. So yeah, we should be at least 2-3. We should have beaten the Dallas Cowboys, and we should have beaten the Chicago Bears, and probably should have beaten the Carolina Panthers, but the Carolina Panthers are that win that game because Teddy Bridgewater played a very good game. So yeah, we should probably be 2-3 instead of 0-5. And thank God we got rid of Dan Quinn before we even gotten to our bye, because if we had gone on a losing record and hadn't won a single game until on bye, which is I think is like week 11 or week 12, then Dan Quinn would have probably been fired within the first 5 minutes of the Falcons game finishing, because I'm glad that Arthur Blank didn't actually wait that long to fire Dan Quinn. I'm actually glad that he didn't waste any time, and he didn't even wait a day, because I saw rumors saying that was going to be announced Monday or Tuesday, and actually later on that it's been announced that Dan Quinn has been fired, and I'm like, yes. Because I'm sorry, even though he's a Florida coach and he loves Florida players, I really just wanted Dan Quinn out of this team, because I knew this team was going to perform better without Dan Quinn. And well, when it comes to this, we're going to see if this team can play better when it comes to the season under Raheem Morris. But hopefully this Falcons team can pick it up, and we can still finish at least third or second. Third, I mean, technically we can still finish second in the division, but hopefully we still place third in the division, which is a terrible thing for the Falcons and not where the Falcons should be. But it really happens sometimes, and you just got to deal with this. So when it comes to the Falcons season, Dan Quinn is fired, Thomas Dimitroff is fired, and Arthur Blank, I fully praise you, and I thank you very much for doing these dealings and finally getting rid of these 2 players, because it's been a while that these people should have been fired from the Falcons team, and these people should not have been Falcons, including Dan Quinn. I put a lot of focus on Dan Quinn just because I just don't like Dan Quinn, and yeah. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please do smash the like button. I'll be posting more sports content for you guys to see in the coming days. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my videos. Check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe with post notifications on. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.